Hey, what's going on, G-Dot family? It's your boy G-Dot back at it with another video. Now, look, there is a lot of game that we're going to get from this. I was going to drop my own AI video anyway, so I'm probably going to drop it not too long far after this. But I am looking into that AI because that AI money is real and it's working. But let's see what my boy Jordan Welch got to say about it. Let's see what's going on.
What's the laziest way to make money with AI as a beginner? Well, after making over $10 million online in the past few years, I have to say that AI has
Salute, my
made getting
nigga.
rich more accessible than it's ever
Salute.
been. So today, I'm going to share the 5 most popular AI business models and compare them against each other to see which one is the best for someone just getting started. And the first one I want to talk about is called AI content creation. If you haven't seen it already, AI content has completely taken over the internet. With just a few clicks, you can make the craziest hyper-realistic video about anything. And the best part is that you can get paid for it.
Yeah.
Let me show you an example of what I'm talking about.
It's true.
So
It's true.
I know the person that's running this TikTok account, and they are making over $10,000 a month with the dumbest videos I've ever seen in my life. Basically, what they do is make these crazy, borderline offensive AI videos, and they use them to sell products on TikTok Shop, and they get a little bit of commission for every single product they sell. I'm gonna play this video for y'all just so you can see how crazy
I have seen
it
those.
actually is.
Is coming out really good, but I don't know what happened to Juan. Hopefully he recovers and we can knock this out. Almost forgot to mention, Father's Day is coming up, and this right here is the
These
perfect
solar
gift.
fan hats kept us cool this whole job. Make sure to grab yours from TikTok Shop.
So as you can see, they're promoting this sort of solar-powered fan hat, which is a product that's been going super viral on TikTok Shop lately. Instead of getting the product in their hands themselves, they just had AI-generated videos of people or fake people promoting their product. And this is making thousands of dollars a week. So
For sure.
it goes to show how much potential there is in this AI content creation wave. You just got to get creative. You can make money with this AI content in a few different ways. As you saw there, you can post it yourself and get paid from affiliate marketing or AdSense, or you can sell these video creation services to other companies. And I would consider this a lazy business model because it's really easy to make these videos. The only challenge is being creative enough to come up with the prompts, but you can even use ChatGPT to help you with that. Let me show you real quick how I would go out and create one of these videos if I was trying to make money with it.
Let's see what's going on.
It's as simple as going to ChatGPT and asking them for a prompt that you can put into these video creation apps like Google Flow, which I'm going to show you in a second. I can basically say, I want to get a prompt for Google Flow of a extremely realistic video of a gorilla trying to wear a gold chain with a Jesus piece on it. And then it will give you a very clear prompt that you can use for Google's platform. And then from that, you have a crazy good piece of content that you could put on whatever platform you want. I would just take the prompt right here, and then I would bring it over to Flow, which is Google's platform. I would paste the prompt into there, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit start. And literally in like 60 seconds or less, it's gonna spit out a crazy video. I honestly have spent hours playing with this tool. It is maybe one of the most incredible tools I've ever experienced in my life, and I've been on the internet for so many years. So check this out. Let's look at this video that it created for us. All right, so in just 60 seconds, the video is done, and just look at the quality of this video that it produced in less than a minute.
No, it is super good quality just for going on Google Flow. This is crazy. Like these AI apps is crazy.
A couple years ago, to make something like this, you would have to know how to do 3D animation, and you would have to go to school and build this crazy skill set. Now I can literally print a video out like this in less than a minute.
It's insane.
It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my
entire life.
And it can go extremely deep. So on the difficulty scale, I'm giving this one an easy rating.
For sure.
It's not that hard. You just have to be creative enough to come up with the ideas, and then you spam post them all across TikTok until you get a video that hits. To do this properly, you do need access to some tools like Google Flow, which costs around $120 a month, and ChatGPT, which can cost up to $20 a month. But all in all, it's not that expensive. So on the cost
compared
side,
to other things that
I'm
you could do.
giving it a medium. My only major problem with this business is the lack of potential. Since everyone in the world can make the same exact videos as you, the barrier to entry is basically non-existent. And since you're earning money from views or selling other people's products, the sustainability of the business is extremely low.
That is true.
Just one bad month or one algorithm change from the entire business falling apart and you having to start all over again.
This is true.
It's more of a side hustle than a real business. So for that reason, I'm putting the potential as low.
But don't let it being a good side hustle discourage you from starting it, because a good side hustle can still make a lot more money than most businesses. So it depends on how you look at it and how you frame it.
The next AI
And
business
how
I
many
want to talk
platforms you
about is
post on,
building
different
an
things.
AI software. And excuse my handwriting, it's really bad. When most people think about getting rich with AI, this is what they're thinking of: building the next ChatGPT and becoming some mega billionaire and retiring on a yacht in the south of France. Without a doubt, this business model will get you richer than just about anything I'm going to talk about today. But trust me, it's not without its flaws.
Right.
This is hands down the most expensive business model of them all. For you to launch even an extremely basic AI software, it's going to cost you upwards of $30,000 just to get things up and running. And that's not counting marketing expenses or other team costs. So the cost for this business is very high. I would also say that the difficulty for this business is the highest of anything on this list by far. You have to come up with an idea that the marketplace wants, manage a team to get it all built, and then market it to the masses. So why am I including it on the laziest list? Well, I built a software company that generated millions of dollars in revenue and eventually sold it in a 7-figure deal. And software has this beautiful thing called MRR, monthly recurring revenue. Once you sell your product to customers, if you did a good enough job, they're gonna stick around for months and pay you on autopilot like clockwork. At the peak of my software company, we were doing over $100K a month in profit, and I was working on this business for like an hour a day max. So as you can see, the potential is very high.
It is true. Make the
Look,
good
you got
apps have always
30
been up
grand
there
laying
though.
around and 3 years to dedicate.
One thing I will say, making an app has always been like a great way to make money. Like you said, it just costs 30,000. It's very flawed. You still got to push it the right way. Still got to perform as opposed to as advertised. And even then, like it's a lot of apps making a lot of money, but it's not that many apps making that much money
Building an AI software is one
in
of the best
comparison to
options
other
you can do
businesses.
if
That's
you
what I'll
want to
say.
make generational wealth. But for most of you guys, I know you're not in a position where you have access to a lot of capital, nor
Right.
are you at the skill level
Right.
to execute something like this. So while I think AI software is a great long-term goal for you to have, I think starting today, this is not one of the best options for a beginner.
For
Like
sure.
I said,
Definitely
when it
agree
works,
with that.
it is absolutely printing, and there's almost nothing that becomes lazier than that. But the front-loaded effort and cost it takes to get to that point would not make it my first choice for beginners. So if you're starting at square one today, I would recommend focusing on something a little more beginner friendly, like AI commerce. This is the best business model for beginners who want to make money with AI by far. AI commerce is simply using AI tools to sell products online. E-commerce has been around for years, and it's the business that changed my life 5 years ago and maybe my first million after
Right.
being over $30,000 in debt. I've always believed in e-commerce, and I've always known it to be one of the best opportunities that exist on the internet today. And thanks to the introduction of AI, everything became 10 times easier when it comes to building your own store. So if I had to start over again from $0, this is exactly what I would focus all of my attention on.
Okay,
No
break it
question.
down for me
In
then.
fact, I just used this same exact method to take a 17-year-old kid named Daniel, who only had $38 to his name, to making his first 10,000 online in just 30 days, fully with AI commerce. Like I said, AI has made e-com easier than ever. You can use these tools to find products for you, build your website, create your ads, and even help you run your business on a day-to-day basis. And once you get your store dialed in, you can make hundreds of dollars a day in profit without barely having to work at all. I know it sounds crazy, but it really works. The store we started for Daniel is now making close to $1,000 a day right now, and we just started it 3 weeks ago. Let me show you. As you can see today, this business generated $552 in revenue, and it's only 4 p.m. in the afternoon. By the end of this day, we're gonna crack $1,000 for sure. Of course, it's not completely hands-off or passive. We still have to run this business and keep optimizing it every day. But once it starts cooking and you find a product that's making you sales, you'll be making money all day long, whether you decide to work or not. So for that reason, I'm putting the difficulty of this business at medium. It's a little hard to get up and running, but once things start running,
That
I'm
is
telling
true.
you, it gets crazy.
The hardest part
Even
is to
the
get in
time that
traction
I've
for
been
it.
recording this video, we've made $70 in sales. By far, that's my favorite part about e-com. All day long, no matter what we're doing, we're making money. And that's a good feeling. That's also why I would say the potential for this business is extremely high. You know, I made over $2 million with my last e-com store, and I sold it for a life-changing amount of money back in 2023. And this was before the introduction of AI. That's why I feel like there's never been a better time to get into the e-com game than today. And that's coming from someone who's been in this game all the way back since 2017. I've seen so many different eras of this industry, and I'm telling you, this is one of the best times that I've ever seen. Now, when it comes to cost, it's not free, but it's not super expensive either. The most expensive part is running ads to get customers. But other
Facts.
than that, the expenses are not that crazy. In total, we spent a couple $100s in ads until we found our $1,000 a day product, which was definitely worth it. So I would put the cost for this business at medium.
See, the thing is, you don't need to pay for ads. You can do the same method but not pay for ads. It'll take a little longer, but that's why you got to go with high value niches. Like I would say, baby products, makeup and beauty, travel and pet products, and fitness products, I would say are the best ones to start shopping and start selling, because it's always going to be a high demand for all those products. And if you make a good product that fits or is compatible with a lot of different types of people, like let's say for example, you make something, you have some gloves for weightlifters, and they don't leave any calluses, but they're also very comfortable. Because sometimes they can't be super comfortable. It can be something that simple, or we get something as complex as trying to make a breast pump for women that don't, I don't know, the suction's not too high or something. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of different things that you can do, and you can have success if you just push it in those niches, and then you get the niche page going, which you would have to just repost content from TikTok or Instagram, repost it on your page. And I would say post multiple times a day, post at least 10 times a day, especially going on TikTok, reposting viral videos, you can blow up. Post it on YouTube, you can blow up. And I feel like that's a good way and a high probability way to get sales as well. But paying for ads, if you want to just do it the fast way, for sure, just put $100 into it like every day. Do a store, put $100 into it on Facebook and shit, push it. That shit might work, it might not. See what's going on, change it up. You're going to keep going, then you're going to find your one, like you said.
All in all, it's one of the best opportunities in the market today, and it's very accessible for people at all skill levels. And once it starts working, there's almost nothing more consistent and scalable. So if you want to start your own AI comm store, check out the link in my description where my team will build you your own AI store for 100% free. Once you get your store, you'll instantly get access to a step-by-step training on how we used one of these stores to go from $0 to over $1,500 a day in just 1 week. Next month, I'm actually going to be giving away $100,000 in cash to someone who launches their own store with this AI commerce strategy. And if you think I'm lying, I literally have a bank account right here with $100,000 just reserved for somebody who completes this challenge. To take the challenge and enter the giveaway, all you have to do is
Respect is pimping.
challenge today before it's too late. You will never get
Respect
another
is
opportunity
pimping.
like this.
I want to see what the last option
Promise.
is. I want to see what the
The
last one
last
is. This
business
is
I want to talk
super
about is one of
interesting.
the most popular. It's starting an AI agency, specifically an AI automation agency.
Okay.
This is where you sell AI services to business to help them run their company smoother so they can make more profit with less work day to day. You can sell a bunch of different services with an agency like this, from AI sales reps, AI customer support, AI company management. Really, whatever problems a company has that you can fix with AI, that's what you're selling. And these companies will pay a lot of money for this, especially in the right industry. But difficulty-wise, I would put this business at a high. Because you have to obtain a pretty advanced level of AI skills to be able to come up with and provide solutions for these companies. You also have to develop strong enough sales skills to convince these people to pay you thousands of dollars a month for your automation services that they can just go set up themselves.
That is true with that, but the best way I would say to get around that is get your ass on Instagram, make a business page, and just DM people every day. Start with rappers and like clothing brands that don't have a lot of income or don't have a lot of things going right on their business or their brand. Sell the AI to them, and then you'll be good. You gotta start off with that. Everybody gotta start from something. So when I started off, I was DMing people every day. If I go back in my DMs, still a lot of DMs from people I was DMing. I still get replies back to this day. Trying people who's like, oh yeah, well, I just seen this DM. We'll do like DMing like 100 people every day. So much I got banned from DMing people. That's what happens. You trying to get that money, you got to go for it. You got to post, make the content. You got to push yourself out there. That's what I'm saying. Do that though, so you get the clients. Sometimes you have to do it for free. Eventually, just starting up, you're gonna get the clients, get the results. You're gonna be able to put it in a portfolio, send it to new clients, and you'll be able to charge. And you'll be able to go from there. Just go do it free for like the first 2-3 people. Get your portfolio together, and then once you do that, you'll be able to push it in. That's the main thing people just got. But this was a beautiful interview. Definitely rocking with it, and I appreciate all the game he did. It was not even an interview, like it was really just him giving game. I'm gonna make my own AI video very soon. You're gonna see it, and we're gonna really compare ideas and see which one's better. That's all I like.